Yu-Gi-Oh! Real Life Duel Episode 1 was created by Absolute Duelist. Link to channel description. If I had a nickel for every time I saw a Yu-Gi-Oh! Series called Yu-Gi-Oh! Real Life Duel, I wouldn't be rich, but I'd be better off than I am now. Wow, the opening loops.
Challenge you for your number. Very well, then I'll wager my 107 Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. You're on.
That's a good card.
Time to duel. I shall go first. I start off by summoning Batting Box Claw.
Oh, he's playing Battle Boxers, so he's automatically the best character in the show. Not that hard when there's only two characters.
I now overlay the two of them. I summon Batting Boxer. But
If I just did this in their school or something, after hours or something, I don't know.
Your move.
Is that a cricket? Alright.
Now, I'll normal summon from my hand. Photon Crusher. Overlay them.
I thought he was going to go into Galaxy Eyes, to be honest.
Succeed summon from my deck. Lord Galaxian.
Alright. They're using the sound effect of when life points at 0 in 5Ds, I think, for the summon monster sound effect. It's a unique use for it. I haven't heard it yet in a Yu-Gi-Oh! Show. You gotta put Rhea Cam before they all start blending together. It's so small.
With this card, because I control a level 8 or higher Galaxy or Photon monster, I can special summon another level 8 or higher Galaxy or Photon monster. When I choose to special summon Galaxy or a Photon Dragon.
And then he just won. No, what are you doing? You could have just you just had the game. Well, he's giving them their Dragon's Roars. That's some extra effort. It's called a special ability. Person doesn't know how that works, whatever. Okay, so we wouldn't have game. Okay, so that actually did end up doing more damage long term. But then he could have had two Galaxy Eyes in the field, one with over 4,000 attack. Or technically 4,000 attack, rather.
I start off by summoning Batting Boxer, Switcher, and use special summon Batting Boxer Glass Jewel.
Alright.
Now that Glass Jewel is back, I special summon Battling Boxer Spar.
And he just gave up his battle phase.
And now I overlay three of them. Summon out the one, the only Battling Boxer
Star Justice.
number 105. Now, with Star Sisters, I attack! You Galaxy
Even though you
Eyes.
can't, but I'm going to ignore that. I feel like somebody's screwed it up. I think all this was done in one take.
Then, I set 2 cards.
Well, that's what you gotta do when you don't have much room.
I draw.
I imagine if duels existed in real life, this is how close they actually have to be with Wi-Fi and shit. Oh crap.
I use Battling Boxer's Hestus as effect. By detaching one Xyz material, he's not destroyed and you take all battle damage.
Then I'll use my 107's effect.
Now, time for you to take some damage.
Or not. Thanos was a bad idea. Will you shut up? We're trying to play a card game here. And then the sound gave out. I guess someone was screaming something and they had to mute it out. Because the first one worked so well.
But then, I activate Darkhold.
Why?
Destroying everything.
I know Lee Yoka survived, but it just seems... whatever. Makes sense. Just keep your lead yoke around and have 3,000 attack points. Cyber Rally was just there to take a hit and draw a card. weird addition to a photon deck, but at least it makes sense. Some sense, anyway.
For 8,500. Justify it. Yo, attack! With 3,000 damage!
Ha! The stock punch sound effect. It's even used in Hollywood, so why not a slow budget? It's a fair use thing.
Different names in them. I can special summon from my hand. Light ray, give ray.
Ooh. Don't see him often.
Finally, I'll set one face down in my turn.
My draw. I now summon Battling Boxer Headgear. And I also summon Special Summon Battling Boxer Spar.
Again.
Attack his monster!
And we're attacking with this right spar. Look, I don't like spars who can't attack effect as much as the next guy. But this is just blatantly cheating. And again, imagine if I hate this effect so much, I'd be like, nah, fuck that effect, I don't like it. I don't think I'm gonna apply it. God, imagine if we could just decide we're not gonna do effects that we don't like in Yu-Gi-Oh!
I activate light ray gear for his ability. By banishing one light warrior monster from my graveyard, I can negate your effect and stop his battle.
I'm just glad we're finally using these face downs we've been sitting on forever. Imagine we went through the entire duel and we don't use any of these things.
Yes.
I would think that this series was made by Lynx and Toma Productions.
Battling Boxer? My Battling Boxer Glass Jewel. That I attack with Yoke! Go!
Light ray gear.
You're gonna get wiped out now if none of those face downs do anything.
That means you're taking 37.
Robert, Master Robert,
What?
return to base.
What?
We need you at the base.
What?
Return now.
You're about to win. We can't have that. Get out.
I need that number card. Famous. Well, that's it.
Don't-
So, why you a number card, huh? Seems legit. Okay.
It's because it is legit.
Master Robert, so I need.
Oh. All right. That we're seeing the other side of the call. Dude, I was gonna collect it up. Okay, so one thing I liked about this is the fact that we did, even though there was a lot to make fun of, we did get to see both sides. So usually in this stuff, we're like, we need you to get away, and we don't see the side of the conversation as to why, what happened, what their side was. So that's a little something that you don't see very often. So, you know, that's neat. Yeah, this is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Series made 9 years ago, and you can feel it. And all the great and bad, the good and bad, and it's good to see Library Guffer. You don't get to see that much in shows. I'm trying to be optimistic here. And you know what, for a freaking infant thing with a bunch, it is kind of nice that they did in this random skate park looking thing with a bunch of friends. Kind of a shame it didn't go anywhere though, because interestingly enough, I wonder if it would have gone through all of the numbers or just focusing on the over 100 numbers, in which you don't see many shows that do that. Be like, we're gonna get the number cards starting with the over hundreds. That's not usually how it goes, but I'm not gonna complain either with a little mix-up. It was kind of cool. It's the acting isn't the greatest, but it's also a bunch of kids, and I'm not gonna be too mean to it. Probably like middle and early high school. But no one wants watching this part anyway, so I can say whatever I want. Freaking, yeah, it was alright. It was alright. It was a cool duel for the most part. Had a bunch of face downs we didn't use. It just didn't decide to ignore effects. Alright, it was kind of bad, but you know what? It was a thing from 9 years ago. I'm not too mean. Again. Yeah. Looking back, it gets pretty cringe, but you know what? If I had watched this back in 2014, I probably thought it would have been pretty cool at the time, too, and, it's more Yu-Gi-Oh! Content. You can't really complain too much and stuff like that. I'm trying to be an optimist about this, so This is the only thing that the Absolute Duelist put out with this in the Numbers World thing, but that didn't go anywhere either, so I guess the Numbers World thing was a pilot or something? Absolute Duelist is still making content for the record. He hasn't gone anywhere, it's just he's not doing real life stuff, which can relate, you know? So that's good, I guess. Alright, yeah. Well, it was cool to see the stuff, and you know, it feels like I could have gone somewhere we didn't. I like how they called it. We need to get you away from this number, from collecting this number. Why? We're collecting a number. Imagine the reasoning was, I want to dick with you. The number card you called me into better have been pretty freaking good. We'll never know. It could have been Gold Rat as far as we know, or Samoji Soldier, or something. Yeah, there you go. Alright, this is a fine thing, and I'm about to have my thoughts on it be longer than the actual episode, so I'll cut it here. So, thank you all for watching, and until next time, see ya.